What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome to the Thomas Mott Show Hotel Room Edition. I'm still on the road, back tomorrow for NFL free agency, but there's some crazy stuff going on, stuff that we were not expecting to happen with the Philadelphia Eagles today, and so it's a late show, but it's a show nonetheless to update you guys on Gardner-Johnson and James Bradberry. First of which, we begin with the safety who most of us assume was probably going to sign somewhere else based on reporting late last week. However, there's new reports saying that Gardner-Johnson is being heavily pursued by Philadelphia, and they're going to try everything they can do to go ahead and re-sign him. Bleeding Green Nation has the article up on your screen right now via ESPN+. Listen to this, quote, "The Eagles have several key players they could bring back, and though it appears they are waiting for markets to develop before reacting, some around the league believe they made a strong effort to re-sign safety CJ Gardner-Johnson, who appears set for the open market. That could open the door to re-sign James Bradberry or another player, and a player whose market might surprise is Philadelphia's TJ Edwards. He could get more money than people think. He wrapped up nearly 300 tackles and 12 pass deflections in 2 seasons with Philadelphia. This isn't perceived as a great free agent class, but the top defensive tackle market could get pricey. Philadelphia's Javon Hargrave expected to get big money deal from some team, probably not Philadelphia," end quote. So a couple of names flashed around there. How about James Bradberry here in just 1 second? But interesting that they've made a strong effort to re-sign safety CJ Gardner-Johnson. And John Clark of NBC Sports in Philadelphia, he had this tweet earlier today, quote, "I'm told the Eagles really want to re-sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. Birds have made a strong effort to do so. We'll see what the market says tomorrow when free agents can start talking to teams," end quote. Now, you do understand that free agents cannot talk to teams until tomorrow, but agents have been talking to teams for weeks and weeks, and so likely CJ Gardner-Johnson potentially has seen what his market value is, and it might not be that much more expensive than what Philadelphia can offer him. Now, what I think is interesting is the fact that Philadelphia currently has about $7 million in free cap space. They're going to need a lot more if they want to bring back CJ Gardner-Johnson or James Bradberry or the combination of them both. And so I expect over the next maybe 24 hours, maybe happening by the time you're watching this show, the Eagles will have either restructured Lane Johnson, traded Darius Slay, or restructured Darius Slay in order to free up another estimated like $20 to $25 million. So look for those moves first to be an indication that Philadelphia is about to make a big move, aka re-sign the safety that all of us want to bring back to Philadelphia. So this is interesting. This does not guarantee that they're going to go ahead and bring back CJ Gardner-Johnson. Again, the Falcons have a bunch of cap space. The Raiders have cap space. The Browns have cap space. Any one of them could offer him, $22 million a year, make him the highest paid safety in the entire National Football League, and Philadelphia goes, "Whoa, I'm out." But let's say Browns offer $17 million, Philadelphia offers $16.5 or $15.5. Why don't you come back to a winning franchise and a winning football team that loves you in Philadelphia versus going to the Cleveland Browns where you hope Deshaun Watson is actually still good and you get to live in Cleveland. So, kind of a little bit interesting sway there in terms of the free agency market. But I'll be back in my home studio tomorrow. All the fresh shows regarding anyone we sign, anyone we trade, thumbs up for that. Can be very interesting. I do think before we move on to James Bradberry, that Javon Hargrave is as good as gone. The Washington defensive tackle got $22 million a year. Philadelphia cannot afford Javon Hargrave. He will sign somewhere else, most likely tomorrow or Tuesday. Best of luck to him, but the odds of Hargrave coming back to me are very, very slim. All right, we'll go ahead and get into James Bradberry news, which is shocking to me in just 1 second. First, March Madness Selection Sunday today. My Baylor Bears are a 3 seed. The brackets are about to be coming out, and you can go ahead and join my March Madness challenge with our friends at TFM and Viget down below in the comment section. And basically, making a fantasy betting league where you don't bet any of your own money, but you join my league, and the winners are going to actually win real money because myself and TFM are putting $50 in per person who joins the league, and the top 10 finishers are going to split the money in terms of different percentages. All the details are on the screen that you see, linked down below in the description box. Jump in on this deal. March Madness is closing in. Fun way for everyone in my show's community to hang out and potentially win some money betting on your favorite college basketball team. Again, link is down below right now. Okay, the CJ Gardner-Johnson news was shocking, but not necessarily surprising because we know Philadelphia loves and wants to bring him back. This James Bradberry news via CBS Sports' Josina Anderson, very interesting because I thought for sure James Bradberry was going to be gone. Not necessarily the case. Listen to this, quote, "Bradberry spoke to CBS Sports' Josina Anderson to note that he would consider prolonging his stay in Philadelphia. I know there's definitely interest from the Eagles," Bradberry said. "I would love to play for the Eagles. I definitely see how bright the future is for the team. I'm just waiting to hear on the exact terms from them. I believe they're also waiting for what the market tells as well, because I'm also anticipating interest from other teams." Bradberry added that he touched base with the Eagles, who advised him to at least give them an opportunity to match any free agent offer that he ends up receiving. So they told me whoever calls, just make sure I also give them a chance to match, end quote. This is fascinating to me because, again, I thought James Bradberry would enter the free agent market and take as much money as he possibly could, whether it's with the cap-heavy Arizona Cardinals or the aforementioned Atlanta Falcons or one of those teams with a bunch more money than Philadelphia has. However, you see it here. I would love to play for the Eagles. I definitely see how bright the future is for the team. That's what we're forgetting here in Philadelphia. This franchise is built to go on a big-time run the next couple of years. If Jalen Hurts continues to play as Jalen Hurts has, especially this past season, the sky's the limit. Philadelphia can go back to the Super Bowl easily, despite what some of the commenters on my show say, oh my goodness, we're going to lose all these players, we're not going to be any good. But what the Eagles know internally, core is still going to be there. They have 2 first-round draft picks this year. They have like 9 draft picks in the first 4 rounds in the coming season, bunch of cap space. They're going to be able to reload instead of reset like we saw for, say, the Rams do after their Super Bowl win 2 years ago, and people are taking note. And whether that is internal free agents who are taking a little bit less money and staying, like Brandon Graham already did, potentially C.J. Gardner-Johnson, James Bradberry, or external free agents who, might get offered $8 million here from this team, but Philly offers them $6 million plus the chance to go back to the playoffs, maybe as a 1 seed, maybe play in a Super Bowl, and for a lot of competitive guys out there, that makes all of the difference. So keep an eye out tomorrow. Again, does this show guarantee they're going to re-sign James Bradberry or C.J. Gardner-Johnson? No, it doesn't guarantee anything, right? They could lose both of them, and we could be stuck here on Tuesday night being like, Thomas, you said that they were going to re-sign them. No, I said maybe, and that's what the reports are suggesting, and that's what I do here on the Thomas Mott Show, is to keep you guys up to date with all of the latest reports. So thumbs up for that. Let me know which of the two you'd rather have down below in terms of re-signing C.J. Gardner-Johnson or James Bradberry, or you can say both. That's fine. I would love to have both. And, of course, subscribe, notification bell, and stay tuned for tomorrow because we're back in the studio. It's going to be a fascinating Monday. The NFL offseason is the most fun offseason in all of professional sports, and I cannot wait to cover it for you guys. So thumbs up and stay tuned for that. I'm Thomas Mott from a hotel room. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.